This is ABC 15 News.
Tonight, a judge deciding the trial for self-help guru James Ray will go on. Thank you for choosing us, everybody. I'm Steve Irvin. The decision comes after the judge in the case denied a defense motion for a mistrial. You probably remember, in 2009, the Sweat Lodge ceremony held by Ray where 3 people died. It was after that ceremony, Ray was charged with 3 counts of manslaughter. ABC 15's Eric English is joining us now live from our newsroom. And Eric, what made the defense call for the mistrial in the first place?
Well, Steve, the defense claims that the state withheld information crucial to the case. They say interviews and a report just released by the state now 8 weeks into the proceedings would have changed the way they planned for the entire trial. Now they wanted the whole thing tossed out. Smiling and even waving to the cameras outside of the courthouse, self-help author James Ray seemed confident his defense team's calls for a mistrial would be granted.
This whole process has been infected by this continual lack of candor, Your Honor.
Ray's attorneys claim the prosecution withheld information and interviews they conducted with an environmental specialist who had experience with toxic and hazardous materials.
The defense made 4 separate requests, specific and explicit requests in writing for all statements by Mr. Haddow.
It wasn't until last week the state finally turned over the material, 8 weeks into the trial. Attorneys claim the information would have changed their entire case.
11 months we would have had to look at that particular issue. We could have conducted our own investigation into it. We could have drafted different motions relating to this exact issue. Your Honor, my opening statement would have been different.
But the state contends the defense had ample material to build their case, and the slip-up didn't call for a mistrial.
Because the email point by point talks about factors that Mr. Ray controlled. Again, the amount of the carbon dioxide, the amount of the humidity, the amount of the heat that was in there, and the length of time that people were exposed to those conditions.
Now, the judge did say that the rules were broken by the state by not releasing that information, but again, it did not warrant a mistrial. So court will start up again tomorrow. It's unclear if that motion will be discussed any further. We're live in the newsroom tonight. Eric English, ABC 15 News.